Start now anyway.
We're live. Barely in my case.
We have one person in there so far. Who's in there? I hope that doesn't count us.
It does.
Does it? Oh, we're one?
Well, on Twitch it does. I don't know about YouTube.
Oh, now it's at 0, so it can't be us. Somebody
We scared
saw us and then just left.
Scared them away.
Yeah. I said, who's in there? It's like, oh. So we'll just hang out until somebody shows up. It's Boxing Day, so I think the attendance will be very light today.
Yeah, this will be mostly for our Commonwealth peeps, I guess. Some places are actually working today because it's Monday. Like
Oh,
here
really?
Here in Costa Rica, I think everybody's back to work. It's
Really?
not Christmas Day and it's not the weekend. It's like,
I guess we'll
back
find
at
out
it.
when I gotta go to the grocery store. Well, actually, I won't because the grocery store was open yesterday. Good morning, peeps. Merry Christmas. Who's in there? I see 2 people in there. Ooh, we're popular today.
it's a quiet one.
It is. Happy Boxing Day for those of you who celebrate. I don't know. Is that
Observe.
a celebration?
You don't really celebrate it. You observe it.
No. And for anybody who's crazy enough to go out shopping today, be safe. Bring your pepper spray.
I'm observing Claudia boxing up the Christmas stuff right now.
Yes, my daughter Claudia she's using Boxing Day to box up the Christmas decorations. There she is. No, she doesn't want to. No face on camera.
Yesterday's makeup.
She has yesterday's makeup on. So I woke up the same way. It was a rough day yesterday, guys. Yeah, Mike has been sick, so sick as a dog, like on the edge of death for what, 5 days now?
4 or 5 days now, yeah.
I barely dragged him into this live chat. You gotta understand. So
Yeah, pretty rough.
it's
I'm going with the day drinking apple rye whiskey because I've tried all the teas, coffee, and lozenges, and my throat just.
he's absolutely missed every single Christmas event we had. So we had dinner with friends, and Claudia and I had breakfast yesterday with friends, and he missed all of it. He just spent the whole time in bed.
How I'm feeling now is my throat is killing me, and I got no energy. But at least the body aches and fevers seem to have passed. So I think I'm coming out of it. Thanks for asking.
You sound like pure ass right now.
And then we'll let you do most of the talking.
Ciao. Yes, we will be doing more Kylie Minogue. Magic is kind of magic. We'll give that a try. Kylie Minogue's tough. A bunch of her stuff gets blocked, like hard block. So we've done a couple of hers that never made it out because they never got let go. So, but we do love her, so we will keep trying. Merry Boxing Day, Gazendo. Oh, what does that say? Is it Bob Trooper? Yeah, I'm sure it's the flu.
Yeah, my stomach was a little bit off, but not too much.
Mhm.
Mostly just fevers and
Sore throat
Yeah.
and just like dead. We have a ton of stuff planned for this week, and I don't know if we'll get any of it done because he's still barely moving around right now. Hi, Steph Mast. Oh, when we go live, he's usually asleep. Oh, why aren't you asleep now then? Yeah, he's awake because he's partying with
Yeah.
us. Happy Boxing Day, guys. Happy Christmas. Tell us, what do you guys do for Christmas? Do you have any noteworthy events? Any fabulous gifts? We gave ourselves a crokinole board for Christmas this year. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you should look it up because it's one of the most fun family games ever. It's ridiculously easy to play. So
And ridiculously hard to find these days. It's kind of old school Canadian cottage country.
it is an
like,
old Canadian. Here, I'll see if I can find a picture of it.
like my grandparents' generation.
Yeah.
Where's it?
Even a bunch of Canadians I know don't know what crokinole is. It's
We
kind
had
of fallen out of favor.
we had one, but it's too big and awkward to fly down here, so we had to have one made.
Yep.
The upside of that is it's made of all solid wood and it's really gorgeous.
Yeah.
The downside is it was 6.5 hours away
Here's-
and expensive.
Here's a crokinole board, guys. For those of you who've never seen one. Ooh, why is it all blurry? Come on.
Because I don't know what focus
There we go. So it's a little bit like a mini shuffleboard kind of thing. So you fling those pucks. Ooh, my phone. I can't control on this side. You fling those pucks with your fingers, trying to get them in a hole in the middle. You got to knock each other's pieces off. It's about the size of a card table, so it's a bit of a storage nightmare. Hi, Bruno. But it's wicked fun. And ever since we got ours here, we brought it around to a couple of our Tico friends, and everybody loves this game. All of the Ticos love to play this game. So it's very popular. I definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it, search one out. They're all over eBay, right? Like I think we got our last one on eBay.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Bruno, you're chewing me.
Oh, so Bob's favorite song is Super Trooper. That's why he's Bob Trooper.
I also have that one among my top few ABBA songs.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an unconventional choice, but I love that one
Hi, Basil.
better than most.
Gazendo says, in a nutshell, I got drunk. Worst things can happen at Christmas, especially if you were anywhere where there was Mike's drinking right now because it's the only thing that soothes his throat. He's got, what is that, rye? Apple flavored rye.
Apple rye whiskey.
Yes. So it's 3 p.m. right now. I usually notice your live shows when they're up as regular videos. Oh, okay. So
The VODs.
Huh?
They're called VODs.
VODs.
Yeah. It's a video of an old live stream.
Oh, my daughter's teaching me new words. She says a video of an old live stream is called a VOD.
Now we all know.
I didn't know that. Why?
Bob lives in Glasgow.
Oh, she doesn't know either. So, good morning, Barry. And Bob's in Glasgow.
I came
Oh, what's
across
the weather like there?
an old video of Billy Connolly talking about Glasgow.
Oh, yeah?
That was fun.
He loves Billy Connolly videos.
Funny dude.
Hello to Denmark. Oh, what's the weather like over there? So I saw some video of some of the winter storm that's hitting Canada right now. It's like, ooh. My mother posted a picture on Facebook of their snow, and they have like a porch that has a railing. It's about waist high, and the snow is at least twice as high as the top of the railing. So it's got to be what, 1.5 meters?
Yeah, usually.
Ridiculous. No, thank you.
Is that video on demand? Is that what VOD is, Claudia? Video on demand?
Yeah.
All
Oh.
right.
I mean, it sounds like
We're going to go
She would know.
we're-
She's twitching. Or, well, she's a twitcher.
If I start
is-
twitching, get me to medical
A
care.
twitcher is
because I'm
better than
sick.
a tweaker,
Yeah.
right?
where'd you
Yeah.
get this? It's not fitting in the box. And it-
Oh, Barry.
It's 2 pieces of it.
I'm sorry, man.
Just leave it and I'll figure it out. What's wrong?
It's minus 19 where he is.
Oh, Christ. No, thank you.
Trade places?
My daughter would love to be where it's minus 19 because she's crazy. I must have dropped her on her head when she was a baby.
Oh, no, you definitely do better.
Mickey says he's very old dude.
Not very old yet, but just middle of the road old. Okay. So yeah, we're all learning a little something new today. I didn't know what you called an old live stream because it's not technically a live stream anymore, is
It's a dead stream.
it? So my daughter and I had a beautiful dinner for Christmas Eve with our friends and their family who've been wonderful to us. In pure Costa Rican style, freshly slaughtered meat on the grill. It was beautiful. And then the next morning, the same family had us over for breakfast, and Mike slept the whole time,
Me and Bruno
Stuck
in the
at home,
hammock in the sun.
sleeping. Yeah, I have a great picture of Mike in the hammock with Bruno, actually. I'll share it. I shared it on my Twitter, but I know a bunch of you don't do that. Whoop, where is it? Oh, here we go. There's Mike and Bruno in the hammock in the backyard, sleeping.
Yeah,
That was
that
yesterday.
was my Christmas day.
It was beautiful here.
It's
So
about all I could manage.
I'm watching all the videos of the snow in Canada. terrible winter storm, right? Like you can't see within a foot of your face. And here's me. It's like 27 degrees, 28 degrees. It's beautiful and sunny, not an ounce of rain.
So, fun fact: traditional Christmas food in Costa Rica is not a turkey or a ham.
No, it's tamales.
It's tamales. We had like two different sets of neighbors. Ginger baked some cookies and gave them to some of our neighbors, and both those neighbors came back with packages of tamales.
Yeah, I've never had a tamale before yesterday. So I had a ton of tamales yesterday. So and I thought it was weird. I was like, they don't cook turkey. I mean, they have turkeys here. I have turkeys. And our friends, the gent is Canadian, so he made a turkey for Christmas Eve dinner, one of his turkeys. But they don't traditionally do turkey
No.
or any kind of meat other than the tamales, right?
Who was it? I asked Juan or somebody, what do you traditionally eat for Christmas here? And he's like,
Food.
I don't know, tamales.
He's like, I don't know, like whatever's there. I was like, you don't have a special meal you guys cook? No, just tamales. Seems like everybody does that because everybody did. But yeah, it was interesting. I got to figure out. I was invited to with some friends to do like a tamale making day, and I had to miss it because I was sick that day. So I don't actually know how to make one. But yeah, they were good.
So
They're interesting.
Here's a contrast. Barry's going for a 10K ski this morning. Basil spent most of yesterday in the pool.
Ooh, that is a contrast. We don't have a pool, just a duck pond. I did spend several hours, not several hours, I guess maybe an hour yesterday in the duck pond, not swimming, just fixing the pump. So that was my Christmas day.
Bob, yes, we're here full time.
Yes. We have too many animals to make it part-time. My daughter's willing to take care of them on a periodic basis, but not all the time. Okay.
They're pretty easy to handle.
Oh.
It's left for like a month. That'd be fine.
Oh, she says if we left for a month, she'd be fine. Oh, that's good to know. Would all my animals be alive still when I got back? Oh.
Except for the one she ate.
Okay, so Gazendo says check out an English band called White Lies. Okay, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So Mickey says we did finger foods at our Christmas party. I love doing finger foods at parties. That's the best, right? Like then you get to graze. Grazing is great. Yeah, I love that. When we do parties, it was always more like that, like finger foods where you grazed on the stuff. It's never like a full plate. But Christmas, I mean, our friends that had us over Christmas dinner was a little different, right? Like you want to all sit down and relax for that. So, but yeah, I love grazing. Sausage balls, that sounds amazing.
So much for packing them up, eh?
Oh, I forgot. My daughter's giving me crap because I left one of the tamales out last night. So yeah, I baked a bunch of cookies. So this is how I show my love, right? With baked goods. So my daughter and I spent a whole day baking like a ton of cookies. And then I boxed them all up in these pretty little boxes. And I went out and I gave a box of cookies to the grocery store on the corner and to the hardware store on the corner because everybody helps me there. And the big hardware store where I get all my stuff for our building and where my friend works and helps me with advice about my welding. I gave them a big box of cookies, and then all of our friends got a box of cookies. So, and the neighbors. So that's the kind of Christmas I dish out.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar, which normally would kill you, but Christmas time it makes an exception. Barry, yes, I make shortbread cookies. Oh, our connection is unstable, much like me. You guys all there again? Looks like we disconnected for a minute. So, do I bake shortbread cookies? Yes, I love shortbread cookies, but I will say something. So, an interesting thing that I didn't realize before is all the things I'm used to baking in Canada, like traditional Christmas stuff, most of it you cannot really bake here, or you can. It's a mistake. So I do these things that I call holly bundles, and it's like a Rice Krispie square, but instead of Rice Krispies, you put cornflakes, and you put green food coloring in so that the cornflakes look like holly leaves, and then you put like candied cherries on top of the bundles, so it looks like a little bundle of holly. They're delicious. Excuse me. Problem is, they work great in Canada where it's cold all the time, but you do them here and the marshmallow melts so all the time, and they just stick to everything. They're just messy, right? And they fall apart when you go to pull it up, and it's same with the shortbread. So my first batch of shortbread just spread right out. It didn't stick together because there was so much moisture in the air, and the butter and the flour consistency is all different. Oh, there's no flour in those. Is there flour in those? Can't remember. But anyway, so the first batch didn't work out. I had to adjust the recipe to make them work. And the second batch came out great, right?
I had a couple. They were
Yeah,
delicious.
they were delicious. But I had to make my own. Like I like the colored sprinkled sugar, like the red and green sugar that you sprinkle on top. But I had to make my own because then we would sell that here. I couldn't find it. So stuff like that. It's really weird. I had to kind of figure things out. And I like making those thumbprint cookies. It's like a shortbread, but it's covered in walnuts and there's like jam in the middle. And finding nuts was hard. Walnuts is tough finding them here. Nuts aren't a thing here.
And,
And
they're really
They're
expensive.
really
if you can find
expensive. Yeah. So, but the advantage that I had to all of this is I gave a bunch of cookies out to my friends and some of my Tico friends. I got a message back from one that said, I can't believe how good these cookies are. I've never had anything like this in my life, because they don't make stuff like that here. So I got to introduce her to something new and she really loved it. So it's nice.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
She said she sent Ginger a picture of her breakfast. It was 2 shortbread cookies.
Yeah. And a mug that said, I like my coffee. I like my magic. I need this mug. Cookies. So, oh my goodness. Our internet's terrible today. Must be all the Ticos on the internet. I don't know.
So Bob asked if you. I think that answer is self-evident by this
I
point.
love one advantage so pie is another thing that's not that common here. I think pastry in general, just because the amount of bread it takes it makes it really costly and it's hard to manage, right? Like pastry doesn't love the heat either. So I made pies, but one of the pies that I made is called pineapple chiffon, and it's my grandmother's recipe. And it's one of my favorite things that my grandmother used to make. It's delicious. It's really refreshing and super rich. But
The very name of it just makes me think 1950 is so hard.
pineapple chiffon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So also, we have pineapples for our pie because most of them have never had it before. And it's funny because pineapple's really common here, but
Chiffon and pie.
yeah, chiffon and pie are not. So that was a nice treat to share too. Don't worry, Stephen. We got you. It's everybody.
Dude.
Because I'm just in the heat too. Stack that in my right now. Like he does anything.
So when our neighbor came over with the tamales, she was playing with Bruno, and Bruno suddenly decided, hey, the neighbors are fun, and now he just keeps going over
Now he
there.
keeps going over to her house where
Dude.
she has a vicious, gigantic dog. So how many degrees there now? Let me look.
You like that in Celsius? I believe you were in Indonesia, right? Probably Celsius.
Celsius. Good. Yeah. 22 degrees right now. So, and sunny and beautiful. You can't get sunny because it dropped all the balls,
Just so you get
but it is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm looking out through the screen, you can see they're kind of translucent in effect.
Mhm.
Looking out at the trees and the blue sky over there, mountain over there.
Fabulous. I aim the temperature at.
Same in Indonesia. We're at about the same latitude,
Yeah, I So-
just on the other side of the ocean.
think so. That's interesting though. Indonesia doesn't have mountains like we do, does it? I don't like it has a little bit, but do they have mountains
I
there?
think there's some. Well,
mountains like here though.
No, maybe not like
We're at 3,600 feet. So,
1,060 years for the tree people.
but yeah, I don't do it. I have this weird kind of combination. All my measurements are in inches and feet, right? But then,
The tamales have different kind of chicken ones and pork ones, and they have like a corn meal thing and bits of cilantro and
yeah,
potato, and it's all
everybody makes their tamales different. I am told.
wrapped in a banana leaf
Hmm.
and cooked that way.
I make it. It appears to be some kind of like a paste made with corn that goes around your what do you call it? Your filling of choice. So yeah, it's terrible. I hope the playback hasn't been on for 20 minutes. I might have to cut it short. Sorry guys, trying to reconnect. They don't actually see that way.
I know.
I don't know if that's going through. Because this is it for today. So and it's questions around whether or not Mike's going to be able to do any of that. So we got to try. Hi, Cobb fan. What's a Cobb fan?
Good question.
From Australia. In Australia, I don't know what a Cobb fan is. So just I don't know. The weather's beautiful, but maybe there's a bunch of teams home and they're all streaming today. Day shopping, but I know lots of people do it. So, hey Rob. Oh my,
Totally Christian Slater from Heather's.
what are you talking about?
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, say that.
Yeah, but none said like
Sick the whole time.
Andrew had lots of other company.
Yes, I had lots of friends around me, so it was a lovely Christmas. But
It's okay.
Mike was sick.
I got a month before I came down with the plague here.
Yeah,
So
that's how you got the plague.
I think so.
We went to a super spreader event.
But last
Dinner with
year-
friends.
Last year we were in the country about a month.
Yep.
We didn't really know anybody. It was like us and Claudia and Pitt
Mhm.
did a movie on TV.
Up the Lord of the Rings. Well, I baked a bunch of stuff, and we had dinner. We didn't even have tea because I couldn't find. So we didn't have. Oh, I had turkey this year, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't there.
But this year we had multiple parties and we're at the big family Christmas
Mhm,
dinner that
mhm.
I passed out and infest everybody.
Yeah, sorry, Cub fan. I don't know what's going on with our internet today. We're probably gonna cut it short in about 5 minutes, just because I don't blame anybody who doesn't want to sit and watch it chop away. That's brutal. What's going on with it? We'll have to pick it up at a time. We ever had a wonderful reaction to yes, Risky. We have several videos from Alpharetta, so you have to go check it out on the channel.
Wonderland Indonesia, Wonderland Indonesia 2,
The
Bali.
Magic of Bali.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it the Magic of Bali?
something like that.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 or 4 for sure. Alpharetta, so check them out because yeah, I love Alpharetta actually.
Very
It's really good at
interesting stuff.
everything, right?
Yeah.
Like the visual and the music
He's
is
like
fabulous.
the Indonesian.
Yeah, I guess that's a good comparison. So, guys, sorry about, but and also, yep, there it goes again. Steven's coming to our defense. We do live in Central America, so most of the time the internet's good, but apparently not today. Oh, Rob's hard with our animal presents. Yeah, it was good times actually. It was fun. That was the kind of Christmas we had with our kids when the kids were little. So I guess our animals kind of took the kids' place.
May I just say,
Oh,
that picture of Carol you took for the thumbnail?
yeah,
Classic.
it's great, right? Those of you who saw the thumbnail with Carol, her nose in the camera. It's kind of how Carol rolls.